Hey everyone, and welcome back to the mat. Today's practice is going to be low and slow, something to do when you don't really feel like moving, if you're feeling a little bit off. This will help you get out of your head into your body and hopefully shake that off a little bit. A little bit of focus on the hips and hip release. Staying nice and low to the ground, very gentle, slow movements. We're going to start in a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, and close down the eyes if we're comfortable here. Begin to connect in with the belly, ground down through your seat. Find length through the spine. Soften the shoulders. Soften the knees. Keep that connection to the abdominals. Awareness settles on the breath. Nice big inhales, filling the belly, the ribs, and soften, let it all go. Keep breathing, just like that. Long, deep, intentional breaths. Next time we breathe in, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Find as much length as you can through the spine. Shoulders come up as high as they can. Feel that tension. And when we exhale, we release it down. We do two more like that. So we breathe in, we lift the shoulders. We find length, ground down through the seat, connect to the belly. Let it go. Last one. Release it down. Bring the wrists together, interlace the fingers, and just roll through the wrists. Change direction. And then gently we let them go and just shake out the hands. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, the face relaxed. And just let that movement be in the body. Maybe a little wriggle through the spine. Keep the breath flowing. And then let the hands settle. Feel into those sensations here. Very gently, when you're ready, we're going to come down onto our back. Knees are bent to the sky. Find room for the spine. Feet are hip distance apart. Scooch them in a little closer to the bum. We want lots of length through the spine. Connect to the belly. Soften the shoulders and the back of the head into the mat. Awareness on the pelvis. It's beginning to gently rock back and forth. If we think about the face of the pelvis being a clock, up the top near the, if we think towards the belly button, starts at 12. The base of the pelvis is 6, rocking back and forth. Bum stays on the ground. Just gently noticing that movement, how it affects the spine. and the rest of the body. Let it be somewhat fluid here. Let that be the last one. We come back to a nice neutral pelvis. We're going to move into some bridges here. So again, connecting with the belly. This time we're going to lift the tailbone, peel the tailbone up off the ground, squeeze through the glutes, press down through the heels, lift the hips high. We're going to come to this just nice even spine. Think about at the top, the hips and the ribs pulling towards each other. Breath in at the top, and we're going to roll down from the top part of the spine as high as we were. Tailbone comes down last. We'll do a couple more like that. So slowly peeling up. Pause at the top. Slowly peeling down. Again, at your own pace. See how slow we can move. Really connect into that muscle activity and release completely at the bottom. This next one, we're going to pause at the top and hold at a lifted position. Soften the left side glute so that that hip drops down. Keep the right side engaged and nice and high. And then as we reconnect to the left side and lifting up, we're going to soften the right side and that's going to drop down. Alternating here. If this is a little bit too much for you today, you can keep with that straight up and down. Otherwise, just alternating that activity through the glutes, softening one side at a time. A lot to think about, but keep the breath flowing. One more each side. Hold at the top. Breathe in. And then from the top of the spine, we melt down with control. Soften completely at the bottom. I'll bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in nice and tight. A little rock from side to side, releasing the back. And come back to neutral. And some circles with the knees. As big or small circles as you need. That movement coming from the hip joint. Change direction. Slowly bring those knees back into the chest. Let's release the right foot to the floor. And then we're going to reach through to the outer edge of that left foot for a half happy baby. Arm is working, that shoulder is down towards the ground. So we're pulling the left knee towards the left armpit. We can either keep that right leg bent as it is or extend it long. If we're extending it long, keep that awareness on the hips. We want to be grounded and even through each side. Breathe here. Slowly making our way out. If we've extended the right leg, we bring that back, the foot back to the floor, and very gently with control, release the left side. Both feet to the floor, mat distance apart or wider, and a little windscreen wipe. Left to right, right to left. And come back to center, feet in. We find our half happy baby on the other side. So right hand to the outer right foot. Left leg can stay bent, or we can extend that leg long. Whatever it is that you need here. And just because something felt right on one side doesn't mean we have to do the same on this side. Slowly, left foot comes to the floor, if it's not already, and very gently release that right foot. Feet back nice and wide, left to right, right to left. Come back to neutral. We're going to make our way into a twist. So knees up into this reverse tabletop, arms wide. You can be straight out in a T or cactus. And then both knees are going to drop to the right. Adjusting upper body or wherever it is that you need. Right arm can go on top of that left knee. Maybe looking away from the knees to the left. Just allow yourself to melt down here. And head back to neutral. Legs back to the sky. Realign the spine. And then when you're ready, knees over to the left. Sitting up for our twist on this side. Gazing to the right. Melt the shoulders down and just connecting with the breath as you try to release a little more here with each exhalation. Head back to center, legs back to center. Both knees hug into the chest. Make a nice tight little ball. So hug the knees in, maybe lift the head, peel the head up towards the knees. As tight of a ball as we can. And then just gently beginning to rock the length of your mat. We'll do just a few. And then we come all the way up to a nice tall seat. Legs are long out in front. And we're going to bring the left foot in, not touching the right leg. Keep the right leg nice and long. The leg is active and the toes are pointing to the sky. We can be hands-free if you want to work a little harder, or take your hands to the mat for support. Sit up as tall as we can, connecting with the belly, and gently dropping that left knee out to the side. Bring it back in. Open, close it. Think about that movement from the hips. Think about the glutes being active, inner thighs. We're supporting the body with the hands. Also drop the shoulders away from the ears. We don't want to be here. Tall spine, open chest. Last one this time, let it fall all the way open. You can adjust your foot closer to the right leg if needed. And we're going to begin to walk our hands forward into a forward fold. Keep it gentle, keep it soft. Melt the chest down. Breathing here. Gently walk the hands in, stack the spine. I'm going to take a twist. So from a really tall spine, guided from the belly, we're twisting right hand to that left knee, looking back over the left shoulder. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Breathe deeply. And gently unravel. Take both legs out long and just give them a nice shake. If you want to get the arms back in, you can. And then softening. I'm going to do that on the right side. So the right leg comes in. Keep about a hand fist distance between the leg and the foot. The left leg is active, toes pointing to the sky. Hands can support the body, but sit up tall, ears are away from the shoulders away from the ears. Using muscles, we drop right knee open, bring it back up. So we're rolling to the outer edge of the foot. Moving with our breath. How slow can we move? I think this is the last one, and we finish up with that knee all the way open. Adjusting the foot as needed. It can come closer into that leg. We sit up tall and begin to fold over that extended leg. Slowly, we begin to rise all the way up. Connection to the belly. We begin to find that twist. Left hand to the right knee. Looking back over that shoulder. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Find length through the spine. And we gently unravel. Both legs go long and just adjust yourself on the mat so that we can make our way down to our backs. A little rock, find a little rock. We're making our way to, or almost ready for our Shavasana. Let's take either the last pose. If you want to do a full happy baby, you can. I'm going to take a reclined child's pose. So the feet are going to stay together, the knees nice and wide. Shoulders melt down to the mat wherever we are. Length through the spine, the back of the neck. Breathe here. Very gently releasing from whichever pose we have. And we're going to make our way into our final position of rest. You can have a butterfly, you can have your feet to the ground, knees caving in, or legs nice and long. I'm going to take my arms nice and long today. Let me tuck the shoulders gently. Just let go all the effort in the muscles. Legs get heavy, arms get heavy, belly softens, face softens, breath softens. Very gently beginning to breathe a little deeper. You can start to invite a gentle movement, the toes, the fingers, do some ankle rolls, wrist rolls, knees into the chest or arms above the head for a nice big stretch. And just slowly making your way onto your side. A breath or two here. And slowly we press ourselves back up to our starting position, comfortable seat. Any last little moves that you need, your shoulders or the spine. Chin drops to the chest. One last little check-in post-practice. Give yourself some love. for moving today, for tuning in, even if it was hard to get here. Noticing how we're feeling after our very gentle practice that's lifted your energy levels a little. When you're ready, slowly bringing the head up, and we can finish our practice. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you're feeling well and rested after our practice. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel or drop in a comment on the video. Let me know how you went. Thank you so much.